We probably had our best student section of the year, and so we just wanted to keep them a little bit longer. So we thought we'd play a little bonus ball, but what a gutsy performance by our group. I'll tell you what, their zone really made us struggle offensively, and I feel like we're a really good offensive team, but they did such a great job in that zone getting deflections, and we really struggled to score, especially in the second quarter with only 9 points. But they had 2 big runs. They got up by 9, got up by 10, and we answered both of them. Zane with the biggest shot of the year, and a lot of guts. Showed a lot of guts tonight.
The team gets down double digits. Jordan in foul trouble. Desiree steps up as she's done. Anytime her number's been called this year, 27 points. What do you think of her performance?
Well, 27 points, 11 rebounds. On those 27 points, she was 9 for 13 from the floor, 9 for 12 from the line. That's a special performance. And I've seen this a lot out of Desiree in her D2 days at Missouri Southern. She's been out for 2 years, and you can just see her getting better and better and better. She had a 20-point outing just a couple nights ago. And with Jordan out, she answered the bell, and that's what good players do. And I'll tell you what, how about Zane Templeton's big 3? Or we wouldn't be talking right now. We'd be all crying and upset. And so just a game for us that I think we really needed to be able to come back from behind with this new group and show that we've got some character. And so I can't be more happier with our group.
And walk me through that last possession where Zane is able to tie it at 63-63. Seemed like the team was looking for an open shot, and finally the ball found Zane. Yeah,
we're kind of trying to just go 4 out and swing the ball around. The ball actually got tipped, and Megan did a great job coming to the basketball, and she had a great assist there to Zane. And kind of like us leaving 5 open at the end of the game, I couldn't believe they let Zane open. She's shooting 58% from 3 in conference play, and it was kind of the same thing that we did to number 5. We missed a switch twice, and she made us pay. That's what great shooters do. But Zane, that was big time.
And to win like this, what's the morale like after a win like that?
I think the greatest thing about this win is, some of our headline players didn't have their greatest game, but our bench played really well. Not just Desiree, but how about Val? She was huge down the stretch, hit the big free throws for us, made some great passes. And, Zane, we don't have her starting just because we like her energy off the bench. But I don't know what our bench points are, but our bench points were really – our bench production was outstanding because some of our starters really struggled.
Coach, it just seemed like your best players had foul trouble, and you mentioned bench production. You mentioned Val and Zane. But Bergie and Haley Jones, everyone gave you a lot of key minutes down the stretch just to kind of like stretch out your team a little bit. Is this something that you're not used to seeing, like coming back from behind and getting these types of grind out victories?
Well, every game, the league is so balanced this year that on any given night anybody can win. That's what's the league's gotten better. The bottom's gotten better, and I think every night is going to come down to 2, 3, 4 possessions. And the Cal Baptist game, that was kind of a fluke. That's just not going to happen in this league. You saw them lose at the buzzer at New Mexico State the day before, or 2 days before they played us. Every game is going to come down to just a few possessions. So this is great for us. We really needed this, and I thought, if you look at the underlining stats, 23 assists to 14 turnovers, and and you play a 45-minute game, 23 assists on 26 baskets. That's good basketball. That's sharing the ball and not turning it over, which we've had a tough time at times this year of just turning the basketball over.
Coach, down 59-49 with 2:48 left. What were you telling the girls that got them back into the game?
Well, we just had done the same thing. I think it was earlier in the quarter, end of the third, where we were down 9, and we got it all the way back to tie or down 1, and then I think we tied it. So we knew we could do it. That time we did it in a quicker time, I think. I think this time we had like 4.5 minutes left, I think, when we were down 10. So they did it once, they could do it again. They just got to keep believing, and they did.
With being 3-1 in conference play, you have Utah Valley at New Mexico State and at Grand Canyon. 3 tough opponents. Talk about what this game does to build you up for those games.
Well, Utah Valley, I don't know their score tonight. they won or lost, but they played New Mexico State. But they're undefeated. They've had 3 home games, and they've taken care of their home court, and that's what we got to do. We got to take care of our home court. 2-0 right now in league, but Utah Valley comes in. I think they're probably the biggest team in the league. Their point guard's low, but 2 through 5 are all over 6'1". Very good basketball team. So every game, it's gonna be a fun one.
Something that I noticed was during the end of the game, free throws started going in.
Yeah.
Talk about how huge that difference made in the game.
Well, your point guard's got to make free throws. Amara Graham was 7 for 8, and after Val missed a couple of early ones, she hit her last 4 in crunch time. So pretty much there in crunch time, we were 11 for 12 from our point guard position. They're the ones with the ball in their hands at the end. They're the ones who can get fouled. And then Traylon Tyler, tough shooting night, but look at her defense and some of the extra possessions she gave us. And then she made the 2 big free throws late as well. So good overall. What do we have? 4 in double figures, and I think we out rebounded them by 4. So just a good night for us.
In the first half, Seattle U was playing the 2-3 zone. They played the 2-3 zone. That's kind of their style of defense. And you guys seemed to have a lot of difficulty in the first half. But in the second half, it looked like you guys were starting to push the pace more. Was that something you told the girls, or was the game plan completely different coming into the game?
Well, we knew they were going to run what they did. I mean, with modern technology, every play they're going to run. Every defense they're going to run. They know everything we're going to run. So now it's players making plays and stopping it. But we kind of stood around in their zone. So in the second half, I thought we did a much better job of getting a stop and then pushing the ball, or even on a made basket, getting it in quick before they could set up in their 2-2-1 press. And I thought we did a much better job with that second half.
Coach, what did you tell your players going into that overtime? What was the plan?
Well, the biggest thing is to believe. They had to believe, but we just try to pump them up on the crowd. The crowd was into it. It was kind of neat to see. We had students here. I can't thank them enough for coming, and we just didn't want to let them down. We needed to play for the Valley. We needed to play for our student body, and we really did that. We really gutted this one out.
And Amara Graham and
Traylon Tyler.
They have a pretty good dynamic. What do you attribute that to?
They're just good players. Amara's been here for 3 years, actually 4. She redshirted her freshman year with a knee. Trey's only been here 6 months, but they play good basketball together. They really do. It's a good one, too. So, yeah, you guys appreciate all of you being here, and hopefully we'll see you on Saturday.
Absolutely. Congrats. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.